All right, so what high school did you go to?
Archbishop Williams High School in Braintree.
Come on.
Yes.
Pope John right here. Pope John, girl.
We had the bishop as our mascot.
Yeah, oh, that's hilarious. That's so funny. That's so funny. Another Catholic girl.
Did you have a uniform?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone tried to get away with stuff, though.
Like
the crazy socks or the tight
absolutely, or like shoes. Yes, or the girls sometimes would have their skirts go higher and higher.
Yeah. Yeah, funny.
Yeah.
All right, kids, we're going live in about 10 minutes, but you had to see this. This behind the scenes is way better. It's way better. So I have Kaitlyn Pratt, KP. Is that what they call you on the news, KP?
It's just something my friends have always called me.
So, so see, we're all her friends now. We can all call her KP. So, oh my God, that's so cute. Now, so, how long have you been in Atlanta?
In Atlanta, I couldn't believe it. I did the math the other day. 8 years.
Wow.
8 years. I started in Georgia at Macon, which is about an hour south from here. And it was like shell shock because I grew up on the South Shore of Boston.
Oh my God!
And
I know you did. I know. See, I could totally tell because you're Irish and you're from the South Shore, but you got rid of that accent. You did pretty good.
I did. I had to take a speech class though to get my non-regional diction.
I won't do it.
Underway.
I refuse to do it. I'm going to keep it. It's my gimmick.
Every time I go home, I come back, and the people who work with me can tell because it takes me a little bit to shake it again.
Yeah, but how about your friends at home? Do they say what happened?
No, that's never really come up. Whenever I hang with them, it always resurfaces. So there's still some words that I can't shake, even on TV. Law enforcement, that at the end, like chest of drawers, things like that. And then I'm trying to think of what other words. Just basically that I have learned to pronounce my R's for the most part. So
yeah, I can do that too. I mean, I can if I want. It's funny. Oh my God. So anyway, so that's it. So what's going on with Tim? He's fun. He's been here.
Tim, yes. We've been dating for some time now.
Yeah. Love him. He's so fun.
And what is so funny, besides him, is that we met, I guess you would say, via Twitter. He worked at Rock 100.5 and an intern. That's kind of a big deal.
Jesus. This ended it. Yeah, you know what?
Technology, man.
She fucked up my my Periscope. Oh my God! I forgot I'm on there. I'm good on the radio. I'm not so good afterwards. Sorry.
Unfiltered.
Uncut. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I just needed help because I couldn't get anything done because I was doing all the administrative stuff. And so I just applied to the different colleges. And
what a fantastic opportunity, though, to kind of from the ground up do.
Well, yeah, and I get them on the I'll get them on the radio.
See, that's
I'll
perfect.
let them be on the radio. They can go sit over there in the control room.
Yeah.
And then with me, we've done sales calls.
Great.
We've gone to venues for Living Atlanta. I've taken her to different venues and.
So they've seen like the PR part of it too.
Yes.
Which is a huge part.
Yes, and so because I'm doing it all. I mean, because I think Tim's doing a lot of stuff too.
Yes.
And so that's what happens when you're.
One man band.
There's no money in radio. So I mean, this just really isn't unless you're syndicated. And so I'm just doing my thing, and so I try and give them a little money for for gas and stuff like that, and they get an experience to be here. They get to be on the radio.
So they can. Is it like TV? You make a reel where you have your own like resume tape or anything
for
like
me
that?
myself.
For like interns in radio, are they able to put together their own little they'd be able to leave here with their own little reel?
That's not a bad idea, but I haven't had them on the radio that much because a lot of times now when last summer I had Kristen was on almost every week. and some interns were not made to be on the radio.
Gotcha.
So but Kristen definitely was, or is. But now that when she's back in school, they have classes during this time. This is
Right.
my time slot.
Right.
So I would definitely give them the chance to be on radio.
Awesome.
I mean, why not? You know what? I feel like I have, there's a lot of people in Atlanta. There's a lot of radio shows going on, and I afford the opportunity to people who wouldn't necessarily be on the radio. I say, hey, you want to come be on the radio with me? Different businesses, different, local entertainers. I've had, musicians, comedians, broadcasters.
So no one's really off limit. It's kind of a cornucopia.
I wanted to be relative and relevant to second lifers, empty nesters, newly single, and those starting over. So I wanted to have some meaning. So I've had nightclub owners, restaurateurs, chefs.
Right.
Anything that would be, doctors, divorce lawyers. Ray Giudice's been on here. Ray. Ray?
No, I
Ray's
don't know Ray.
a local trial lawyer.
Okay.
And he does like DUIs and stuff like that. But he actually is always on 680
Oh, really? Okay.
at the fan, and I think he is on CBS.
Okay.
He helps them out
As a legal expert.
Yes, that's what it is. I was losing my marbles. So so he does that. So he's been on. He's a friend of mine. So I have whoever I think would be interesting. Like I've had event planners.
Yeah.
Like next week I have my friend Simi, who is going to be he's an event planner. He does lots of events, but he's also very entrepreneurial. And then I have Hal from Hal's is coming on. My Hal, I can't even wait. I can't believe I'm going to have Hal on my show.
Does he have his own theme song?
No, I don't know. I should get one. I I don't know. I should make one. But Hal's is my place, and I haven't been though in a while because of my traveling.
It's exhausting being a jet setter.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, going to Boston. So anyway, but
are you gonna let me know what I'm supposed to put do I put these on and everything like that?
I'll let you know.
You need to educate me on radio stuff.
Yeah, we get 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Yeah.
Who is that man in that cool
That's
hat?
Sky.
Hi, Sky. I love his hat.
Yeah, he's great. He does he'll do my riffs and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, and it's nice because.
Oh, fun.
And that's really why I want to be on AM because I was on internet, but I wanted the music license.
Gotcha, because that's hard. It's
a
tough.
lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of money.
I did a freelance something for my wonderful friend who's a hairstylist. She wanted to be an educator for one of the hair products. And one of my good photographer friends, it helped me out with it. And then we had to pay like $20 just to get some music to put on that 2-minute video. I couldn't believe it. Just for...
Right. And I have different riffs and stuff like that you'll hear. Plus, even when I had Steve DiFilippo here from Davio's, he's my friend from Boston. And I did a riff from the Godfather when Clemenza was making the sauce.
Yeah.
I want to do that kind of funny stuff. And so you can't do it. It's very costly.
Right.
You can't do it unless they have, you're in a station that has a license. So.
I'm going to have you take my picture and I'm going to put it on my Fox 5 Instagram and tell people that this is happening.
Okay, want to put the headphones on? You have to listen to some Christian stuff.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Press that. I know it's weird that...
Oops. I think I lost it. Sorry.
Stupid technology.
I like the voice sometimes. It says the right living are guided by integrity, but the crooked ways of the faithless.
The crooked ways of the faithless.
Yeah.
Crooked ways of the faithless. That's what I did.
This is what I'm tailing. It is what it is. So I'm doing the best I can here. It's a grassroots effort. There you go.
Yay! Thank you.
I put my glasses on because I can't see. You looked Asian when I was
I'm gonna take these off. It's frightening me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, with 2 minutes, and then we even got a minute in that. So, because they'll play my theme song.
Cool. How helpful has social media been for you? I feel like it's really changed the way TV has worked. TV
Well,
news.
yeah. I mean, well, yeah, because the guy was on the. I was watching like the live
Yeah.
stream with the weather yesterday.
Right.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You don't have to turn your TV. Well, I think this is my thought. I think it's good and bad. Because I think it's good because everybody has access to it, but in terms of money,
Right.
it's bad because
Advertisers,
everybody's doing it for free.
Yeah.
And so it's very difficult to make money in entertainment anymore, or in media.
Yeah.
So, hi Sandra. Good morning to you.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi Paul.
Moral method, as long as you accomplish something good by using them.
You guys know this is Kaitlyn. This is Kaitlyn Pratt. She's the news Fox News commentator. What?
Reporter, and recently I've been promoted to anchor. I just want to, make sure everyone gets my title right.
Anchor. She's an anchor. We'll have to say it in Bostonese. She's an anchor.
Anchor.
Really, what's most important about all this is she's from Boston. So
It's the only reason I'm here.
that's it.
Because I grew up with a 617.
Oh my God! Me too. 617.
Yes, I still have it.
That I saw.
Don't hate.
I know. Hey,
I'm never giving this up.
I know. I saw. She's got a 617 phone number. I'm not giving out the phone number, but 617. That's Boston, baby. Because even is Medford even 617?
I don't know.
I think Medford's 781. I think it might be.
It's really sad if you have 857.
What's 85? You mean 508?
No, 508, and there's a new one.
978.
978.
978 is like Peabody. That's where my aunt is. 978. Crazy. Sandra says you have an awesome guest this morning. Yeah, of course I
Yay! Thank you. So
Yay.
excited. My first radio experience.
do. Yay. Look at that. She's a radio virgin. We'll be gentle. We're going to be gentle today.
Am I supposed to put the microphone a certain
Well,
way?
you just want to talk into the microphone
Like
like
that,
that. So, yeah, there we go. Look, you like looking at the camera like, okay, we're ready. I love a pro. Here we go, kids.
The opinions expressed during the sponsored programs on this station are strictly those of the program hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of the Beasley Broadcast Group, this station, its staff, other advertisers, or agents.
Hi, Patricia. Ooh, girl, you're shining like a Fifth Avenue diamond. They don't make you like they used to. Who knows?
Just Steph Show. I'm your host, Steph Palermo, your Italian boxer girl moved south who shows you how to enjoy life.
Right here on Love 860.
Thursday, 11 a.m. until noon. Tune in weekly for tips on enhancing your life by balancing body, mind, and heart. Featuring
Living Atlanta.
Atlanta. Find out where to go this weekend.
So cool. Hey, this is Steph Palermo, and it's the Just Steph Show. Everyone has two lives. The second one begins when you realize you only have one. We are second lifers. We're empty nesters, newly single, and those starting over. H3, your healthy, happy, hip years are just beginning. The backbone is connected, so give me a buzz to chat today. 404-355-8699. If you have questions for Kaitlyn, please call in. And Kaitlyn's here today. Kaitlyn's in the house. Boston
morning.
here. Good morning. Yay!
Oh, that applause. It
I
makes me
love
feel
it.
so important.
Well, you are. I mean, you're from Boston, so there it is.
Well, I'm South Shore. You
So,
know,
I
I know
know.
you're North Shore.
I
we
am
have a
North-
thing
yes.
going on, and we'll get into that. But
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna see.
mhm.
I want to hear that. I know the North Shore versus the South Shore. Hey, listen, we got Kelly's roast beef, so and Kowloon.
I don't even know what that is.
What is wrong with you?
I'm very sheltered.
We're gonna have to go home together. I'm gonna have to bring you up to the North Shore. All right, so stay tuned. We've got a great show today, and we, of course, the Just Steph rules of dating and living Atlanta for way to be. And I've got some Christmas events that's going on that we'll tell you about. And I just want to tell you before we get started, all the music today was suggested by Eddie from Boston. So thanks, Eddie, for all the music. And I'm a podcast on iTunes.
Really? That's a big deal.
I say it every week so that I make sure nobody forgets it. Yeah, the Just Steph Show on iTunes,
Mhm.
and you can just search it, and you'll never have to miss a beat. So
It's free too, right?
it is free.
Yes.
It is free.
The magic word.
Yeah, it's free. It's totally. And, because the best things in life are free.
That's right.
Except
That's what they say.
Yeah, except I do have an option on my, on my website. It's the Living Atlanta page, and you can subscribe for 99 cents a month, and it's a calendar with all the concerts, like everything that's going on in and around Atlanta is in one spot. So you don't have to go. You don't have to go to Creative Blows Beam. You don't have to go to Bands in Town, and then you don't have to go to Facebook. Everything is in one place.
You're a curator.
Yeah, so it's all in one place, and it's 99 cents a month, and you can see what's going on in and around Atlanta, and you will get a download of my book, a free download of my book, The Only Way Is Up.
Ooh.
So yeah, so you can do that. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I know. All right, so so big football weekend this weekend.
I don't know. I'm not a football person, so
that's
you're gonna
okay,
have to
but
have a monologue about
yeah,
this.
you know what? I know because you know why too? I think coming from well, it's Tom Brady's my boyfriend, right? You know that, right?
Everyone's boyfriend. Come
hands
on.
Hands off, which.
Do you remember when they were in the Super Bowl for the first time? I was working at WHDH in Boston. I remember that parade, and he wore those cute little scally caps. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's my boyfriend. But anyway, so it's a big SEC weekend, and the reason why I do know this because I wouldn't normally know this, but my kids are SEC kids,
Huge.
and big, and of course all the guys around town are interested in what's going on, and Alabama is versing Florida at the Georgia Dome.
Well,
So
that's
it's a big
cool.
game.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
sure.
So, and I mean, you normally go for UGA or whatever because it's local, but we want Alabama to win over Florida. But it's big. Oh, you're Sky is a Gators fan. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. No, it's Alabama. I think is gonna take it. So that's my thought on that. And for the NFL, this tonight is the Cowboys are at the Vikings, and 1 o'clock on Sunday the Chiefs are at the Falcons, and Rams are at with the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And,
have you been to Foxborough ever?
Yes, I have. I actually saw Tavares sing the national anthem.
What?
Yes, back in the day. Yes, that's dating me. Love Tavares. But yeah, I actually have friends that are going to the game this Sunday in Boston. And then for my girl Laura, the Redskins are at the Cardinals at 4:25. And on Monday Night Football, Colts are at the Jets. But I hate when the Falcons play at the same time as the Patriots.
You just feel conflicted?
Well, I'm not really conflicted. Everybody I'm with wants to watch the Falcons, and I show up with my Patriots jersey. I don't even care. I said, that's it. Everyone's like, well, who's that? So, what did you do this past weekend? And how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, my Thanksgiving was wonderful. I worked in the morning. I work for the early broadcast of Good Day Atlanta, so I usually wake up at 2 and report for duty at 3 a.m. But I had the fortune of being inside the studio. Usually I'm out in the elements, the rain, what have you.
Like Shelby Scott.
Yeah, yes. Just that's why I have I have so many different jackets because that's kind of like my wardrobe.
Right.
But I was in studio for Thanksgiving, so that was really special. Indoor plumbing is everything.
Yay.
I just have to say that.
No kidding,
I have to tell you that.
Yeah, that helps.
Mm-hmm. But it was wonderful, and then I went to my boyfriend Tim's, his family. They live nearby, and we went there and had a wonderful meal. I did not cook one thing because I'm a terrible cook.
Oh my goodness.
Tim was in charge of the mashed potatoes, nailed it, and had some wonderful turkey there. So.
Yay, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Boston all last week. The food is just phenomenal in Boston.
North End, were you just
I
hard?
did go to Atu in the North End Friday
nice,
night.
Nice.
And I went to a place called the Bancroft in Burlington on Tuesday night. It's fabulous. And then I was just hanging out. I was, with friends and stuff. My aunt cooked on Thanksgiving, and I didn't have to do a thing. It's the first time in probably 8 years that I haven't cooked.
See, was that just something special?
It was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I sent a fruit basket. I mean, how easy is that,
yes,
right?
Amen.
Yeah, it was so easy, and I had a great time with my friends, and cried the whole way home.
Aww.
Yeah, it's just that familiarity. I saw my East Boston friends. I saw all my friends from high school. It was just crazy.
Leaving doesn't get easier. Does that make sense? Once you get on that airplane and you lift off, and then I feel though by the time you get back to Hartsfield, you're okay. You're like, okay.
Yeah, I struggled a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah, I had to have a cocktail. Saturday night. I went straight to the liquor store.
My kind of girl.
I got home like 4:30 on a Saturday evening. I said, okay, I had a lean cuisine and a vodka. Well, it helped. But you know what's fun? Sunday morning, I got invited to go to the Falcons game.
Oh, fun.
So I was at club level. Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, first row.
Excuse me.
I know. I didn't know.
I didn't know I was hanging with a VIP today.
I guess I was
Darn.
VIP. Yeah, I guess I was for a minute. So so that was kind of fun. And so that's it. And I've really been hanging home with my kids because I didn't see them all week.
Okay.
So anyway, but you know what I want to talk to you a little bit about, because this sort of goes along with, being from Boston and coming back here. I did this little talk on, it's called Who Is Your Mickey? And in the movie Rocky, Mickey to Rocky he got him going. He made sure that he was in the ring. He gave him everything he needed to be in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
He was his base. He was his foundation. He yelled at him when he needed to be yelled at, and he loved him when he needed to be loved. However, in Rocky 3, Clubber Lang comes up the stairs, Mr. T, and says, why don't you fight some real fighters?
Mm. He's
been protecting you.
Oh, my.
And so Rocky looks at him surprised, like he's been fighting, has-beens. And what Mickey was to him was a shelter. He protected him. Even though he was his base, his home base, he really wasn't going to go anywhere with Mickey, because he protected him. And control, that's right.
Miss Jackson, if you nested.
There you go. And so, in what happened is Rocky would have been better off fighting and losing to progress in his own personal journey than it was to just keep winning a bunch, And so, for me, my Mickey is Boston.
Oh.
That's when I go home and I can let my hair down and I am Just Steph.
It's your safe space.
It's my safe space. So do you have that here? Do you have like a place where you can go and just be safe?
I have no one ever recognizes me off of TV, which is amazing. So I can just do mostly I don't wear makeup in real life.
Right.
I just want to give my skin a chance to breathe.
Right.
A little bit. So I never really feel like I have to be anywhere special. I know, anytime I need anything, time I need to have, something off my chest and feel like no one's going to, broadcast it everywhere. I always call my best girlfriends from high school.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
Mm-hmm.
home.
Yeah.
It's home base for you. You can let your hair down. I have a few very close friends here like that. But when I go home, they were the ones, home is where I learned loyalty, and being in my family and love and all those things you need to be the person you are. However, I think that if I had stayed in Boston, I wouldn't have grown as much as a person because I had to learn to adapt.
Absolutely.
I mean, remember, I hung around with people that we ate the same. I hung around with all the Italians, so we all ate the same. We had, and it was just, I had to learn to adapt.
I, as we mentioned, grew up on the South Shore. I really didn't know anyone outside my zip code, really, until, I went to high school, maybe in a different town, a couple towns away.
Right.
But it wasn't until I went to college in Rhode Island that I met all different people.
You went to Providence?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, go Friars.
There you go. I know, and they did well in basketball.
Basketball and in hockey, boys and
I love hockey.
girls. Yeah.
I love hockey. My niece and nephew play hockey, and my brother-in-law they all play hockey up there.
They really do,
Yeah.
and I love when people get slammed against the side.
I
It's
know,
the
I
violent person in me.
No kidding. I'm like, there goes the gloves. The gloves are off.
Mm-hmm.
I love. I think we're a lot more alike. I box for exercise. So
I didn't know that. Okay.
I box. I love boxing, and I love boxing. Anyway, so that's just why, hence my reference to the Rocky movies.
Okay.
But
I was wondering about that. I
yeah.
was like, she's really intense, really into this Rocky.
Yeah, because I'm a boxer,
Okay.
and I actually have gotten in the ring a little bit and, did some sparring.
We did a couple stories on Fox 5 about boxing and how it slows everything down. You have to think with every single punch, every single move you do, your footwork.
Yeah.
And so it's calming for a lot of people, and for as you get older, into your 70s and 80s, a lot of folks are doing that to keep.
Well, it helps with the Alzheimer's
Exactly.
and all that stuff. So yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
except you don't want to get punched in the head so many times.
No.
Yeah, that is it's counterproductive.
I would say no.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're familiar with Freddie Roach, but he is the #1 trainer in the world, and he
Oh, wow.
trains Pacquiao,
Okay.
and he's from Dedham.
Oh,
Yeah, I went out to LA. I worked out in his gym.
yeah.
He's just sitting there at the desk, and he's like, "Where you from?" I said, "From Boston." He goes, "I'm from Dedham." Yeah, I was like,
I love that he didn't even front saying Boston. He was like Dedham.
Yeah, no.
Let's get serious.
"Yeah, really," because
Yeah.
I'm from Medford.
I'm from Abington.
Ah, I go, "Is it?" Bobby D from New York Prime is from Abington. You know
Oh,
Bobby
really?
Darwin?
No.
He's the operating
What?
partner of New York Prime. He's from Abington.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think I have a friend from high school too that's moved there, and my friend Jono and his I think his sister lives out there. Yeah, no, they
anyone
moved
who-
from East Boston. What? East
I don't
Boston
know.
to Abington? I don't
It's
know.
a tiny little town, and it's pretty much on the way to Plymouth where the Pilgrims landed. That's
Right.
kind of like the claim to fame, I don't
Right.
know, in the area.
Right.
I loved growing up there. I was a lifeguard there. A little watering hole.
Right.
Literally, they dug it out and threw some water in there called Island Grove.
I don't even know that.
Yeah.
I'm sure Bobby D does. He knows all that
Oh,
stuff.
you'll
He's-
have to throw that little piece
Yeah.
of trivia out.
All right, so Island Grove.
Island Grove.
Island Grove. I'm going to remember that next time I go to New York Prime. But yeah, you should. Wait, we'll have to go in there together.
Yes.
Like, Abington girl here.
The Bing in the house.
Yeah, that's it. I love it. Well, I pulled up an article about gift giving for the dating crowd. So this is dating advice for second lifers and the Just Steph rules of dating. All right, so I was trying to figure out, I'm single
Okay.
right now. I guess I
Are you
don't know.
ready to mingle?
I am. Yeah. I want the world to know.
I love this man.
I know he's the best. Yeah. So this doesn't really. Well, it sort of applies to me. I do have somebody I'm sort of semi-seeing, but anyway. This is funny. So it says it's like this is a guide on what you should buy somebody. What, like sort of like how long you've been dating and what you should
What's
do.
the beginning like?
So it
of
says
a-
1 to 4 dates.
1 to 4 dates.
One to
Wow.
4 dates, you should get them a card. That's stupid. Like I would just be like, at least give them a Starbucks gift card. I mean, can you not give like a $5 gift card?
But like 1 to 4 dates, so you really?
Maybe you don't do anything.
I don't think you do anything.
Like a card is even is ridiculous.
Like, glad I met you.
Yeah, I know.
Keep on shining.
Yeah. It says it says 1 to 3 months, and it says you should gauge how often you see each other, and you maybe $30.
You say 1 to 3 months, but I feel like as we get older, it gets more intense, even the shorter amount of time. Does that make sense?
I agree with that.
Mhm.
I agree. Like, I would totally be like Robert Graham shirt. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know. I guess, that's if you're going out 1 to 3 months. So it says, I guess you have to sort of see where you're at. And it says 4 to 5 months if it's a casual. Who's going out casually for 4 to 5 months? I mean, at that point, really, just,
Does that mean you're one of like a rotation?
See, that's it. You can't if you're dating a bunch of people and you've been going out with one person for 4 to 5 months, why bother? It says, maybe a $50 gift. But it says 4 to 6 months is a serious relationship. You're in the new relationship stage, the honeymoon stage.
Oh.
So going over $75 is still going to carry some emotional heft. Like, that's going to bother you if I buy you a Robert Graham shirt, we've been going out for 6 months? That's stupid. You know what I mean? Really?
Who made these rules?
I don't know. They must be stupid. No, I mean, it says 7+ months. Honestly, at this point, you're in a well-established
Well,
relationship.
jar.
Well, yeah. Hello. I mean, I think when you're...
Grease is my favorite movie.
I know,
Yay.
yay. I mean, it says, keep in mind, this is just a guy, but I think that, in relationships, like, it depends now. See, like, I know Boston people just are a little bit more generous with the gift giving, and it's not such a stigma, attached to giving a gift. It doesn't scare anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're not scaredy cats anyway. Nobody's scared.
No.
They're not saying, but here I think people get a little weird.
I know people have broken up with people before main holidays just because of the whole thing. Like, I know someone who was dumped right before Valentine's Day. It was devastating for my friend.
See, that's
I
sad.
know. I think the whole gift giving process is very stressful for a lot of people, and they don't want to make that commitment.
See, I don't know. Like I go out and I'll buy gifts for people, and if I feel like I want to give somebody a gift, depending on, I might say, oh yeah, I really don't know this person. I'm not going to get him a nice Robert Graham shirt, but I might give him like a cute coffee mug or something,
Yeah.
something cute that, it says I'm thinking about you. But I don't understand the whole, people are weird.
I mean, you said it, people.
Yeah.
People are strange.
Yeah, I guess everybody's different. They come from different places. And I think because we were always such big gift givers back in Boston, so to me, it was not that big of a deal.
But at the same time, I will say, like that time of year, my family always very generous. The rest of the year, and this is not a criticism of my family, it's just the way we were brought up, they don't emote a lot. So I think gift giving is maybe the way they express themselves.
Okay.
So it was important, for those holidays when it was acceptable to, go all out or whatever.
Right.
I think that's what they did. But the rest of the year, I mean.
So when you say that they're just not overly like I love you and
They're not very
hugging.
nurturing. No,
Right.
and I think that was the shell shock when I moved south. I mean, my first job was in Macon, and I remember I was walking down the street and I was stopped about 5 different times. Good morning. I'm like, why are these people talking to me?
Well,
They're
Boston,
so nice.
yeah, I know. I have to say though, for the Italians are a little bit
I'm sure.
more,
Yeah, than the
everybody's
Irish,
always, they're always touchy and huggy and
No,
sweet.
not my family.
I mean, not sweet. Like my grandmother wasn't that sweet, but she was very loving, and so she loved us. And I was just talking to my friend from Boston. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I said, my father he was rotten to the core, crazy, but I knew he loved us.
Right.
He loved us, and he loved my sister and I. He loved us very much, and I'll, that's just the way it is. Not a great guy, but
Rotten to the core.
but actually,
wow.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, he was, hid money in the drop ceiling.
Oh my, nice.
Oh yeah, you got to read my book.
That's like some stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you ever find it?
It was
You
all
know
gone.
about-
It was all gone. It was gone. If you ever had to look for it, it was gone. Believe me, he gambled it away.
Oh.
Yeah. So no, that was kind of a. Yeah. It's one of the stories in my book is called "What's the Spread?"
Oh,
Because
okay.
my father gambled, and and so we.
Do you gamble at all now?
I actually like blackjack, but I don't gamble. I like
put everything on the line. You're
Oh,
not
no.
gonna ever, yeah.
No, like if I go to Vegas, like I'll say, okay, I have $300, and I'm gonna play this, and then when it's gone, I'll just go get a drink, whatever.
Right.
I do like blackjack though, I do, but I don't. I'm not a gambler, like the sick gamblers.
You're not gonna bet the farm on one trip to get.
No.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh God, no. I don't know. No, I'm not like that. But my father was. Yeah, he would have gambled. He would have gambled away, the coat off his back. Yeah. So that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But a lot of people like that are they're like that in Boston. I mean, we ate dinner at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
That's why my sister and I hated football. We hated Super Bowl Sunday. It took a lot for me to change.
Right.
And especially with the whole dating thing down here, and everybody's so into the SEC. Tim's from here, right?
He's from New York / Pennsylvania.
A little bit moving around. But,
Right.
So is he into football?
Yes.
So he loves it. So you have to sort of, when you're with somebody.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan, but he loves the Bills, and on Sunday he's always, whatever that channel is, that just
Right.
keeps putting all the scores, that red zone. Is that
Oh
what-
yeah, that's it, the red zone, the ESPN,
Mhm.
yes, the red zone. Yeah, all right, here's a question. I mean, we're still on the dating segment, but I'm moving on a little bit, I think. What do you think about the girls, the reporters that report like in the locker room?
I can't imagine what it's like for the players. I think it's great if they're accepted just as one of the guys. Their talent should be the same, I think.
Right.
So I don't see a big deal with it.
Right.
If they're professional about it and the guys are professional about it.
Right. to me, I wouldn't want to report on sports, I guess. I think that's what it is. I think it's just not me. And so I'm a little bit, although I have a lot of testosterone with the boxing and I'm very red as opposed to pink, I'm girly when it comes to that kind of stuff. And like, I would want to, I don't know, I think it would be very difficult.
Do you think, I mean, you're just uncomfortable with the whole locker room situation or the whole reporting sports in general?
I think, I don't want to be, I think it would be, I don't know. Yeah, I think report women, I think it's hard. I think it's not, you must have to love it,
It's an extra hurdle, I would think.
Yes. I mean, it's like, a girl trying to go to the Citadel, like, it's hard. Like, I think it's much more difficult. And for me personally, the path of least resistance, for that kind of stuff. I don't, and I've had hard time, things have not come easy to me, so I mean, let's say that right now. But I think when it comes to, girl stuff, boy stuff, I sort of like, oh, I'll leave that to the men. They know what they're talking about, so, but I don't think that it's bad. I just think that it's hard.
It is hard, and you know what, too, for those ladies who take on that challenge, who love sports, who, that's what they live, breathe.
Right.
It's an extra burden, an extra hurdle for them to be respected the same way that a man is. I mean, unfortunately, we're judged by our appearance.
Right.
And oftentimes people will comment on that instead of ability to, assess a sports play situation, thing like that. So that's kind of the frustrating thing. Still today, you have to overcome those stigmas.
Right. And I don't think men have it as bad in media, do you think?
No, I mean, you can be gray, you can be older, and nothing, you get more distinguished.
Right.
Men, you get the gray side
Right.
burns, things like that. Whereas women are judged by men and women at home. I'm sure people have seen, well, I know people have seen and written in on Facebook and other social media, they don't like my new haircut. I recently cut my hair and have bangs now.
They don't like it?
Some man wrote in, I think he thought he was being helpful, and said, "You're such a pretty girl, get rid of the bangs."
Oh my goodness. See, everybody, everybody's a critic.
I just think that no one has a filter anymore. Everyone feels like they can just say whatever they want. They don't know me from Adam. They don't know me,
right?
Sitting next to me, laughing with me. They don't know my story, but they decided they didn't like my hair. They felt it was necessary to get online and tell me about it.
That's, it's amazing. I've seen some stuff too. There was the one reporter, I think she had some weight problems, and then people were saying that she was, she needed to lose. There was some story.
Yes, and then she wrote back to them,
yes.
And they put it on the air. I think first and foremost, you have to have a thick skin to be in any sort of broadcasting
right.
business and any sort of public light. I don't know if that was the right thing to do to even address a critic like that, because that gives them power over you.
Right.
I think it just comes with the territory, unfortunately. But sometimes you're just kind of left scratching your head, like, really? That's what's important to you right now?
It's unfortunate, but this is all the stuff that I deal with, having limb difference and all of that. So I totally get it.
Right.
But I also had a weight issue that, I worked on that, and that was part of me getting comfortable in my own skin.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely talk about that stuff in my book. So I understand that, people can be cruel. They
Absolutely.
Can be cruel. So,
but do you dwell on that, or do you just go forward with your own? I think that's the part of growing up and learning, to
right.
listen to your own inner voice, and also the people who have been your cheerleaders along the way.
Well, I think too, from Boston's rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I showed you a video of my friends.
Yes.
It's rough. I mean, I had to have a thick skin.
It's very honest. Yes.
It is. All right, we're going to take a short break, and we come back. More Kaitlyn Pratt. We're going to hear her journey, and this one is for the birthday peeps: Jeffrey Adams, Jeannie Burnett, Danny Donovan, Sandra Verban, and Helen Casey. Happy birthday.
Ow, ow.
Thanks, Eddie, for the music. All right, kids. Oh, Tim Andrews is in the house.
Timmy!
And Verge. Hi, Verge. How are you?
Do you have an Instagram account?
I
that
do.
I can tag you?
I do.
What is it?
I think it's Just Steph 1.
Just Steph. And then number 1?
Yes. I think that's what it is. Hey kids! What's happening? And if you go to Facebook, you should be able to see this live. And you'll see who's commenting.
Oh,
too.
fun. Okay, let me do that.
So, we're getting lots of thumbs up. Is that Tim? Boston is in the house, baby. Yeah. That's right. Boston girls right here. I love the red.
Thank you.
It's great.
Thank you so much. Do you know, I'm really brunette, like a gross brunette, not like a
Gross.
vibrant.
I'm like, what does that mean?
Like a mousy, I should say mousy brunette. But one of my role models in TV news, she's like, you know what? Your eyes remind me of the color of Martina McBride. You need to change your hair color. And I sent out my new resume tape with red hair. I had a job within a week.
Oh
I
my
had been sending them out for like 6 months.
Right.
7 months, nothing.
Right.
Crickets.
Well, I think red is different too.
Mhm.
Like it's not so, and down here, everybody's blonde.
This is true.
Everybody's blonde. And I'm like,
Well, everyone's blonde too on Fox News.
Yeah.
You think like the networks, a lot of people are blonde.
Yeah.
I don't know.
brunettes rock, just saying, and redheads. Because my hair is dark brown, and I just went darker.
Yeah.
I just went darker. But the problem with that is the grays come in quicker. But,
I have a gal at work who's just embracing the gray hair, and so she went blondish, I guess, because her stylist said she could ease into it better that way.
Right,
Less drastic.
right.
And she's going with it, man.
She's going to go gray.
She's just it.
How old are you?
Late 30s.
Right, sorry. No, because I'm 50, and so, it's interesting.
Are you turning 50?
I
You
just
did just turn 50.
I just
That's
turned
right.
50. I just turned 50, yeah. So, but I feel great. I feel better now than I did when I was in my 20s and when I was having babies and fat and...
Why do you think you just eat better and take care of yourself more?
Yeah, but I think happier. I think, I'm happier. And I think that really takes that I feel better. And I work out. I'm working out every day. And even if I don't kill myself, like I don't do, people might think I kill myself, but I don't do the heavy weightlifting.
Right.
But I just feel better about me. I think having babies takes a real toll on you, and I was tired.
Absolutely.
And I was fat, and I ate bad, and I just, I didn't get a chance to work out, and so I think I'm just much better. 20 seconds. Okay.
20 seconds, everybody.
Yeah. All right, kids, we're going back. Hi, Vanessa. Tim's going back to work. He was just checking in. That's what he said. All right, we're back with Kaitlyn. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here.
You're so fun.
No, you are so fun. It's a mutual admiration society.
Yeah, there we go. So I want to hear a little bit about your journey because I know you started in Boston, and how'd you get here? What was going on?
I started. This is kind of a crazy story, and my old girlfriends still bring it up. I started in Boston behind the scenes of a TV station called Channel 7 WHDH, and I first started as a script girl. So basically, I would run scripts to the anchors, and I would run the teleprompter. And that was from probably 3 to 8 a.m. during the week. And then I'd go to my quote-unquote real job, 9 to 5 at a place called State Street Bank. And that's where I'd push trades for GE and DuPont and stuff like that. On my lunch break, I'd go outside to my car and just nap. And at one point, I was exhausted. And I'd go, I had some great girlfriends at State Street. And I used to go to the ladies' room and I'd say, listen, if I'm not back in 15 minutes, come and get me. Because I just put the seat down and just put my head against the wall and just
Because you were
go
working
out.
all night.
Yes. And I could do that in my 20s.
Right.
I could, and I did it. And eventually, though, it just became too much. And I had to make a decision in life. Do I want to go and make a lot of money, because I would have had I stayed with State Street, or do I want to go to the broadcast route? And I just loved working in the news station, and I started writing for the newscast. So whatever the anchors would read, I would be the one writing it,
Right.
and I just loved it. Started being a field producer. In Boston, it's a union market, so the photographers, when they'd go out, they weren't technically allowed to ask questions of the people they interviewed, so I'd go along and be the, quote, field producer, ask the questions, write the stories for the anchors to voice, and I was like, you know what, I can do this.
Right.
I can voice it. I can present it. And so that's what I did. I started sending out some resume reels. I had some really helpful photographers and mentors along the way that helped me and rooted me on. And my first job on camera was in Macon, and they call them one-man bands. So I did everything. I, shot with a big camera, I edited it, I presented it, everything like that. And it was like the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I grew up a lot because, the first time you knock on someone's door that's had a loss, and you're by yourself, you just really feel it. I remember I knocked on this door of a child who had been killed by, I forget what it's called, but it's like those poles with the balls that are off of it, and it, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And he had strangled himself.
Yeah, like a tether ball.
Yes, thank you. And I remember the uncle answered the door, and you have to ask for a picture of the poor child and ask if anyone wants to say anything. And I remember I broke down, which isn't very professional, obviously, but this man was so nice in his own grief, and he gave me a hug. I'll never forget that.
Right.
And he told me it was going to be okay. I mean, can you imagine? So that was a really big learning moment for me. And after Macon, I went to Savannah, most beautiful city I've ever worked.
It is pretty.
They just pay you in sunshine, though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Atlanta. I followed a fellow, and it didn't work out, and I'm glad it didn't work out.
Right.
But he's the one who got me here, so I can thank.
The whole drawer. I love that.
That's amazing.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's about last night. That's the
so
best.
good.
I just said that line last week.
Did you?
I did. I was telling my friend. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And then so here, and I started freelancing at Fox 5, and I was let on full time a couple months later, and just recently, in the past couple weeks, I've been promoted to anchoring on the weekends, the mornings.
Nice.
So
we can see what.
Yay!
So what time are you on? Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday, starting at 6 a.m. through 9 a.m. anchoring. So I'm like the
Oh.
person. So again, in studio.
Nice.
Indoor plumbing.
Right. Perfect.
Keurig machine right there.
Yay.
Right there.
Yay.
So I really enjoy it, and I love where I work. They really have been supportive, and I love when people invest in their own people and
Right.
promote from within. I think that's really important for morale and for rewarding employees.
Right. I mean, I definitely agree with you there. And so what was the hardest thing coming down here from Boston?
Well, first things first, it was in my early 20s, and I was very sheltered. So I think it was even more difficult for me to be independent and to, again, knock on dead people's doors and do things by myself on deadline and
Right.
make sure I delivered. But as far as socially, there's a nuance, I guess, to to Southern folks where, like, oh, bless her heart.
I know.
And it doesn't mean bless her heart.
It really doesn't.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah. They're
There's
being mean.
a subtext.
They're being mean.
There's subtext.
I can say it.
Yes.
They're being mean because at least for us in Boston, you know where you stand.
Yeah.
And
He's
you
a
say it's
dirtbag.
different.
He's
Yeah.
a dirtbag. Scumbag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Loser.
Totally.
What a loser.
What a
But
maggot.
no, they say it right to your face,
Yeah.
though. What's the
Mhm.
matter with you?
Yeah.
What's
Mhm.
wrong with you? Are you stupid?
Right.
That's how, that's
Right.
how, it totally was like that. So, but at least you knew where you
Right.
stand.
Right. So the subtext thing, I think, was the biggest adjustment.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what do they mean by that?
Yeah.
And then I was just amazed. I went to a couple of football games, and the girls were just dressed to the nines. And I'm kind of a jeans and t-shirt girl on my time off, so I was just amazed by the effort that went into going to a football game.
Yeah, you know what? I went to a meetup, to watch the Falcons at, here in Sandy Springs.
Mm-hmm.
the girls were like dressed up, and I had like my Patriots jersey on,
Right.
cowboy boots, and like leggings.
Right.
I'm like, what is? At least I know how to dress for a football meetup. I'm sorry, I don't really care. You're not going to prom. This is a football meetup. We're eating Mexican food.
I'm not criticizing that though, because I'm impressed by the effort and the outcome. You look marvelous, but it's just not me.
Right.
So that was.
Well, there's a time and a place.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think, and I think of watching a football game. Although, I mean, I always thought it was cute when I went up to UGA and my sons were in the fraternities, and they had dates, and they all had to dress nicely, and it sort of taught them how to be appropriate, you know, with their dates and asking for dates, and the girls always looked nice, and they were always in red and black, but whatever.
Right.
It was kind of. I thought it was nice.
Did they wear seersucker?
My kids. I think one of my kids likes it, but
Bow ties.
Yeah, yeah, they do like bow ties, but I'm like, you know, I'm like back in the, where's your double-breasted jackets? I want the black double-breasted with the hat, you know, and their pointy shoes.
Yes.
You know, like I used to go nightclubbing back in Boston. Everybody. Yeah, it was just-
Before Uber.
before Uber.
Mhm.
Yeah, before Uber when we were driving. How are we getting home? I don't know.
Oh, T already shut down.
Yeah,
no more trains.
I know. Oh my gosh, that's so hilarious. So, what's a favorite restaurant down there on the South Shore?
Oh my gosh. Well, we'd always do right in Hull. There's this great, fantastic seafood place, and we'd always
Jake's?
Yes. Yes.
Ah, she doesn't know anything about the South Shore, but I know Jake's.
Jake's amazing. So that was always kind of our thing. And, you know, if we wanted Italian food, we'd go to the North End, obviously.
Do you have a favorite restaurant there?
I forget the name of it. We always used to go, but I remember I saw marvelous Marvin Hagler at the bar.
No, he's from Brockton.
Right, City of Champions.
I saw him in a nightclub.
Stop it.
Yeah, I was like, hey, champ. I saw Wade Boggs, too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Wade.
I saw Cam Neely, one of the hockey players down in Cape Cod in the Improv of Bostonian. I was like, hi. I was like newly married. I was like, and then my husband came up behind me. I was like, get like, hi.
I saw Nomar at a bowling place. Noma.
We say Red Sox. You say Noma. That's it. Yeah.
Nomar at my friend's bachelorette party.
Oh,
Bowling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
You went bowling for the bachelorette?
Yeah, well, that just was like our start off point. It was one of those trendy bowling places,
fun.
you know, with drinks and
Right.
music. And,
Oh, fun. Like the disco bowling.
Yes.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
How fun is that?
Nomar thought it was fun too.
I'm sure. All the girls buy them. That's funny. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. I love the Red Sox.
See, I was brought up to love the Red Sox, but it's just after the bloody sock, nothing can beat that. Remember that? When Kurt Schilling and the bloody sock and just the whole, like, will this happen? Won't it happen? Can you do it? And then after that, it just kind of, you know, the thrill went away, I guess, for me.
Oh, I love it. That's sad.
That's
an
climax.
awe.
The
That's
climax.
That's an awe. So you received the Edward R. Murrow Award.
I did.
How big? That's big.
You know, I did some work in Savannah. There was this death row inmate, Troy Davis. He ended up being put to death, but there were a lot of questions about it.
Mm-hmm.
And we did this long series of pieces about it, and sent it in. You know, one of those award things you send in, and I had a great station, very supportive of their talent, and they paid for the entries and everything like that, and ended up, photographer I worked with and we ended up with an award. It was wonderful.
That's congratulations.
Well, thank you.
That's really you know what? That's really great.
I think it's in a box somewhere, but
Well, it doesn't matter. You got it. That's fantastic. So I applaud you on that. All right, we're going to take a little break. When we come back, Living Atlanta, and this one is for Donna Lindholm, Keith McPhee, Chris Arrington. Thanks for liking my Just Steph and Living Atlanta pages. It's On Top of the World by Imagine Dragons. Okay. We'll try and squeeze in your makeup thing.
oh yeah. Am I
So-
doing all right?
Oh, you're great. Are you
Okay.
kidding me? it's nice when you have, you know, because you're used to being out there, and it's nice even when I have local entertainers. They know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm freezing in here. Are you cold?
Yeah, it's freezing, but I'm used to it.
They make it cold in the studio.
Because all the
equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I'm frozen. Jeez.
Hey, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Aha. All right. Who's saying hi to us? Anyone?
Trisha. Hi, Trisha. I can't really. I don't know if I can see all the if I scroll back down. Gina. Hi, Gina.
Hi, Gina.
She has a business appointment. We'll catch up on a recorded show. Okay, honey. Vanessa. Hi, Dia. There's Tim. Let's see. Virgil. Virgil's from Boston. He sings in a band up there.
What?
He's open for Evelyn Champagne King
Wow.
and Tavares. And yeah, I'm going to see him. I love going to see him when I go up there. My friend. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Leah. Rocky Palermo. Hi, Paul. Hi, Mark Phillips. Hi, Donna Lynn. Hi, Beth. And I think we got everybody else. Yay. Paul, what's going on, babe? I got your text. I haven't read it yet. I'll read it. So, yeah, it's fun to see everybody who's watching.
That is
You
cool.
know, it is nice. So, and this, you can get your phone and live stream while you're recording.
Yeah, I can. The photographer and I have done it a couple times, but for whatever reason, the volume button always messes up, so I look like a fool because it's like, no sound.
Oh my
No
God.
sound.
Well, this is how I look at it. Steve Harvey gave the wrong girl the crown. if me and my newness screws up, oh well. You know, that's kind of puts stuff in perspective
Right.
for me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you know, it is what it is, and you know, I think people like you. I mean, they want to hear though.
Yeah, they do.
They don't want to hear. I get that. You know, they're like, oh, I can't. Hi, Sue. Oh my gosh, I miss you. You go to the 99 with Jeff?
99.
You know that Jeff?
Yeah.
99? Yeah. I was there last Monday with Sue and Jeff and Eddie.
Going to one in Weymouth, Route 18, baby.
There you go. I was in Linfield. So fun, yeah. Sue, Kaitlyn's from Abington. I said, where is that? I'm just kidding. I give her some shit. I said that to Bobby John. I go, that's not a town. He goes, it is too. He got mad at me. What? What are we doing? Everything all right? We good? Yes? Hello? We got the door here. What is it? What is it?
I was saying I don't know why they were saying you were loud. We couldn't hear. Sorry, man.
That's okay. Who said we were loud?
TV. No, remember earlier when I don't know what was going on around 10:30.
I don't know.
Yeah, when him and Ray were doing something, and I was like, oh God.
I know we get 20. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyway, have a
Okay.
good day. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you. It was great. Yay. I don't know what that was all about. Hi, Sue. All right, we're back, and before we get into living in Atlanta, you do a makeup line or something. Tell me about that.
Oh, or something.
I saw
No.
it.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm sure so many people watching, listening, have had this situation with their family, a lot of, cancer deaths.
Mhm.
And it just kind of made me look at what I'm using as first products.
Right.
And so I happened upon this line called Beauty Counter, and I've started being a consultant for that. And it's amazing.
You love
Takes the thinking out of it. You don't have to look at the labels, everything like that. So I just get all my, I was buying so much like skin products as far as, cleansing and makeup. I have to wear makeup every day. So
Right.
for like hours and hours. So
Right.
yeah,
It can clog.
absolutely.
So where can they find you with that?
Oh, you can just look up beautycounter.com and then /Kaitlyn Pratt, and then I'll hook you up, and you will be so happy. My friends are obsessed.
So do you do like shows and stuff like that?
Yeah, we do little socials and have fun. Like we'll do I had like a little mask and mimosa party,
Oh,
charcoal
fun.
masks, and yeah.
Well,
things
you'll
like
have to
that.
let me know, and I can put it up on the calendar on the
Yes.
Living Atlanta calendar and on Living Atlanta. it's a party in the heat. That's it. All right, so yeah, we'll definitely do that. Okay, so you wanted to know where to go this weekend. You've been waiting for Living Atlanta.
Don't believe me, just watch.
All right. Okay, so what are you going to do this weekend?
Oh my gosh, this weekend, I'm trying to think. I'm going to be working, of course, in the morning.
Right.
Saturday and Sunday, that kind of takes the, late nightness out of it.
Right.
But I really want to go see some movies. I know that sounds boring, but there's
Yeah.
many good ones out right now.
I know. I think I'm going to try and go this weekend, too, to the movies.
Absolutely. And I have 3 dogs. We just adopted a puppy, small little girl, and I am just determined to get her walking on a leash by the end of the weekend.
There you go.
It's a huge, huge, huge challenge.
And you go like to Piedmont Park and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice. It's such a great park.
I push her in a little carriage, and I get so many laughs. I get so many weird looks along the way, and I'm
That's
just
hilarious.
like, cut it out. But it has like a little a holder for my coffee.
Oh, that's perfect.
I mean,
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, so listen, but before you go out this weekend, make sure you drink responsibly, drive responsibly, make a plan, call designated driver, call Uber, call a cab, do whatever, but do not drink and drive. This is a big time of year with parties.
not
So,
worth it.
It's not worth it. Take a cab, call a friend, stay where you are, whatever, but do not drink and drive. Okay, I'm going to go to Johnny's Hideaway tonight for the Rat Pack.
What?
Yeah, the Rat Pack is at Johnny's Hideaway, Mark Phillips and his crew. And so I'm going to stop by there. Saturday, I'm going to a private party at Under the Cork Tree in Sandy Springs. And then Sunday, I'm going to be at Huey Louie's for the Falcons meetup, and which will be fun. And I'll be sporting my Patriots garb. So, yeah. So, Deb Bowman, now listen, this is big. Deb Bowman is Wednesdays. She's at the Regent Cocktail Club in Buckhead, Atlanta, in the shops upstairs from American Cut. And so she's there on Wednesdays. And she is also up for Best Actress in a Professional Musical. And it was for her role in as Mrs. Lovett in the Actors Express Sweeney Todd.
Oh.
She did a great job. It was a fantastic, fantastic show. I saw it twice. There's also a Diva Palooza at Venkman's on Sunday the 11th at 6 p.m. and Deb is part of that.
What is that?
And it says it's backed by some of Atlanta's best musicians. Join us divas in donating to our charity of the year, Atlanta Community Food Bank.
Oh, such a good cause.
And they provide 5,000 meals for children, hardworking families and seniors, and they have set their goal to 20,000 meals they want to be able to provide. So go on out and support them. Okay. Deb is also doing Christmas carols and Cabernet tasting at the Savvy Wine Room on Friday the 23rd at 7 p.m.
Oh, that's a great place.
Yes,
I love that place.
yes. And on Christmas Eve, she is going to be at the Whiskey Mistress, and it's a free concert, and they're going to be singing all kinds of Christmas carols, and it's Christmas Eve, and for $37 you get a prime rib dinner and a whole thing with dessert and everything. And so she's going to be there, and on the 30th she's at the Ritz-Carlton. DJ Vanessa Hunley is at G's tonight for musicology. G's down in Midtown.
Charlie G's.
It's I don't know. It's just G's Midtown.
Yeah, they changed the name, but people who went there, they call it Charlie G's.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she does Sunday Funday karaoke. I've
fun.
hosted with her a few times. It's
Yeah.
lots of fun. Johnny Perazzo is at Whiskey Mistress like every night for happy hour. He's fantastic. Go see him. And then for tonight, there is, of course, it's the Rat Pack tribute at 7:30 at Johnny's Hideaway, and they're going to be fantastic. They're actually sort of coming back. Mark's been at Johnny's Hideaway some years ago. They're circling back, and it's going to be a great time tonight.
Can you tell me about Johnny's Hideaway? I went there once for like a quick party, and that was it. But everyone always is talking about Johnny's Hideaway. Tell me about it.
Johnny's Hideaway is the oldest nightclub in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
And I think that's what their claim to fame is.
Okay.
But the music is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It gets a little younger later in the night. Like during the weekend, it's very, very crowded. Sunday nights they have great live music. During the week, like Wednesday's ladies' night, Monday is trivia. It's a fun time. It's like one of those places where you go, let's go to Johnny's.
Okay. The safe, yeah.
Let's go to Johnny's. You'll be at Hal's and we go, you want to go to Johnny's? you know, so, or we'll be at the St. Regis having, okay, let's go to Johnny's,
Gotcha.
you know, if you wanna go dancing, and so it's
Good people watching too?
It's very funny. You really don't want them to turn the lights on. It could be the Monster Mash.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and so.
The Monster Mash.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. So it's a lot of fun. So we'll go together one time.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, every night there's live music at Dixie Tavern, City Winery, Venkman's, and Spitzel Bar. You just need to log on to Living Atlanta calendar. You can find out what's going on in all those places, and as well on the Living Atlanta Facebook page has all the stuff that's going on. I got 4 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So on Saturday, I am going to be at, in the morning, wait, let me go back. Friday Night Live, Christmas in downtown Woodstock, 6 to 9 p.m. If you're OTP and you want to go see a Christmas concert, it's out there in Woodstock. And they have Leon the Elf is going to be there. How fun is that? And Christmas carolers. Now, Saturday morning, I'm doing a free cardio blast class at in Midtown. And it's at 10 o'clock. It's by Body Design, personal training. It's a lot of fun, great energy.
Good for you.
I love it. And there's the SCC Championship Party at Huey Louie's in Sandy Springs. That's Kenny's kickoff crew from 3 to 8. And they'll be watching the Bama Gators game. And there's a free taco bar. How fun is that?
You had me a taco.
Yeah, no kidding. And then there's also another party at the Buckhead Saloon. Venkman's has breakfast with Santa. I think I'm going to try and go to that in a couple of weeks. Venkman's is great. And then Sunday, Johnny's Hideaway has live music with the Neons, and there's a Falcons meetup at Huey Louie's in Sandy Springs. And if there's anything else that you need to know about where to be in Atlanta, check out my Living Atlanta calendar, and it's 99 cents a month.
A bargain.
Easy. And you can see where everything is, you know, what's going on for the weekend, and you don't have to worry about it. And, okay, so on the 14th, coming up on the 14th is Network Over 40, and, okay, what is this? Oops, technology. And now I have a big shout out to my Boston birthday peeps, Donna Scalfani, my cousin Cheryl Spagnola, and Karen Cornell. She used to be Karen Bossy from high school. Next week I have Simi. I have Chris Fitzgerald coming up on the 15th. On the 22nd I have Rusty Newport is back with Hal from Hal's. How exciting is that? And then it's going to be pretty much Christmas. Yeah, crazy. Yeah. So check me out on Facebook and Twitter. I'm at Steph Palermo, and YouTube, Instagram, Just Steph 1, and Living Atlanta. You got to check me out on my my website, juststeph.com. So no, I love you all. Will you come back, Kaitlyn?
Absolutely.
Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. Oh my God, he's waving to me. I can't stand it. Ah! I was rushing everything in. I skipped some stuff. Oh well.
Like my Just Steph page on
Awesome.
Facebook, follow me on Twitter at Steph Palermo, and check
All right,
out
so
my
let's,
blog,
I think there's somebody else coming in here next, so if we could take a picture out front,
Yes.
if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Let me put my leopard jacket on.
Oh my God. I know, I've got to dismantle this. Okay, kids, bye.